Hello darlings, welcome back to my channel. My name is Coralie and welcome to Vlogmas. Okay guys, let me introduce you a new video concept. It's not necessarily like new in the realm of YouTube. It's definitely new on my channel. I'm thinking of maybe making this a series, so feel free to comment, in the comment section if you feel like it's appropriate, if you like it, if you don't like it. If you don't like it, we're not doing it. If you do like it, I felt like I wanted to include a way to have tutorials on my channel without necessarily, making like a different makeup tutorial for every look. So I figured that I would try like a one palette, three looks situation where I make each and every single look a different difficulty, I guess you could say. The palette for this video is going to be Laroc Pro, the bakery box. Now, this is not a sponsored video. I want to be very clear about that. Even though they did send me this as PR, it's not a sponsored video. I already own their shadows. I know they work really nice. This is also not a review, but it is kind of, I guess, like a way for me to show you how to use this palette and create three very different looks with it. So in this video, you will have some short voiceover eyeshadow tutorials especially. So I just, this one is the hardest. It's the third look. I really tried to do like easy, intermediate, and like expert / more complicated because I wanted it to be a little bit more, graded, I guess. I use this palette for the three looks and I do have a code with Laroc Pro. I'm gonna put it right here. I don't remember it by heart, but I do have one. It's an affiliate code, so if you guys use it, I make a commission. But yeah, I'm gonna let my editing self take over and voice over all of these looks. So let's go. Hey yo, it's me, Editing Coco. This is the first look. We're gonna start with an eye primer. This is the Makeup Revolution eye primer in the shade medium, I believe. I really like this primer. It's the one I'm gonna be using for all of the looks. So, if you ask me, it's there. Anyway, so we're gonna use one palette. Like mentioned in the intro, it's the Laroc Pro, the bakery box. And I'm gonna start with the shade Hot Fudge and just pack that basically all over my crease with a fluffy flat brush. And then I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out with a fluffier, more blending brush. Then let's take the shade Chalk Mousse with the same blending brush I used previously and kind of slightly blend out the edges of Hot Fudge. Final crease shade is going to be Cheesecake, which is kind of funny. I don't know why they called it cheesecake. It doesn't really look like cheesecake, but whatever. I'm using an even bigger, fluffier brush and just really buffing out the edges of the look. And listen guys, my secret when it comes to getting the most blended eyeshadow looks and pigmented as well is going back with each and every single one of the shades I use, i.e. Hot Fudge, Chalk Mousse, and Cheesecake, and I'm just gonna re-intensify and re-blend them all together, and it's going to create the most seamless, iconic, and smooth blend of existence. Next, to make sure the lid shade is really gonna stick, I'm putting a little bit of concealer down, and then I'm gonna go in with the shade Angel Food and pat it with my finger. I promise I am not flipping you off, but I just really want the most intense pigment, and then afterwards I'm gonna go in with my brush to ensure a little bit of precision. Next shade we're taking is Granola. I'm going to use a little bit of an angled brush and just apply it on my lash line because I didn't want to do any harsh liner. And truthfully, shadow liner is always the easier route whenever you want to darken and attract a little bit of attention to the lash line. We're almost done for this look, guys. Hang on. What I'm doing is taking the darker shades, Granola and Hot Fudge, and putting them on my lower lash line. Then I'm going to blend it out eventually with Miss Chalk Mousse. And finally, I'm going to buff all the edges out using Cheesecake. So basically, we're doing pretty much the same thing we did on the top eyelid, and we're just doing it under the eyes to add a little bit of definition and intelligence. Understood? Then I'm going to take the shade Sugar Cookie, which is a highlighter, put it on the inner corner of my eyes. Can you see that shine? Oh my god. And then I'm also going to put it on my face, and basically that's that on that. Not the Instagram pictures as a final reveal. This is the look, guys. Enjoy. Look 2, let's start with Miss Rocky Road. I'm gonna apply this really precisely with a little pencil brush because this look, although it's fairly, you know, medium, intermediate level, I would say, it does require some kind of precision. So I'm doing a halo eye and putting it on my inner and outer corner. By the way, I am so deep in my bed right now. I keep slipping and I don't know what's gonna come of me. Then taking hazelnut, I'm going to use this little e.l.f. precision blending brush and slowly but surely blend out the edges. In this look, the most important part is to blend, but the reason why we're not using big blending brushes is because we want to keep the color where it is. We don't want it to move. We want it to remain precise. You might be saying, Coralie, this is a lot of shades. Anyways, we're taking gingerbread. I get your point. But to ensure the smoothness of the blend, any kind of variation of red/orange I could find in the palette, I did use. When you see the final result, babes, you can even see it on the other eye. You'll understand. Next, we're taking the shade Banoffee. Girl, I don't even know how to pronounce that. But I'm packing that in the very center of my lid, and then I'm going to blend out the whole entire eye look with it. And you know, we're gonna do the the oldest trick that works every time, which is re-intensifying the shadows every opportunity we get. So enjoy that. Let's do the lower lash line, starting with Banoffee, then going to Gingerbread, Hazelnut, and Rocky Road. We want to create the same halo effect on the lower lash line, so we will be going from the center, the lightest, to the edges, the darkest. You guys know how it goes. You're pros at this point. Voila! I didn't mention, but I did use Sugar Cookie as a highlighter. I present to you the pictures for the form and the excellence. Enjoy. Let's go. We're starting with Rocky Road, which we did use in the previous look. And I'm going to start creating almost like a cut crease shape. You guys are going to see I'm not taking it out just yet because this is our deepest shade and I don't want to make a mistake and then regret it later. So we're just applying it really professionally in our crease with a small brush. And then I'm going to go in with the shade, I believe, Jelly. Is it? Let me see, girl. Yes, Jelly. And we're going to just use that to blend out the edges slightly. We're using like a e.l.f. tapered, not tapered, it's a like e.l.f. precision blending brush because, you know, we want that precision. Then we're taking Popsicle, which is a little brighter in real life than it appeared on camera, not gonna lie. And I'm gonna use that same e.l.f. brush and just kind of blend again at the edges of Jelly. The way I find I get the best like cut crease blend is really going right over the edge. Like every time I'm applying a new shade, it's like 50% on the old shade and 50% on the untouched lid. Then to blend out everything, I'm going to take Pavlova. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce it, but I'm taking it on a fluffier brush and just blending out everything in order to get the most seamless transition from the crease to the brow, right? Again, this is the trick that changes everything. That's why I'm speeding it because it's very repetitive. But I'm taking every shade from the lightest to the darkest and re-intensifying it because we love a good blend, but we like also intensity. I'm then taking this pink Quo glitter liner and applying it all over the cut crease. Listen, girlies, listen. It was a little hard to do on camera, I'm not gonna lie, because I needed to be very close to my mirror and I kind of forgot that I was filming at this point, so it's not really, you know, you can't see, but whatever. Then I'm taking the Maybelline Hyper Easy eyeliner. This is one of my favorites, and I'm creating an inner and outer wing because we're gonna leave the space empty to then put on some concealer to then put on an eyeshadow on top. Okay, girl, I cannot deal with this. The beautiful shade I get to put on my eyelid is Birthday Cake from the palette, and I'm putting that in the center, and I'm gonna blend the black and Birthday Cake using the shade Jelly that we previously used in the crease. And that was the third look, guys. Again, enjoy the pictures. Let's jump onto the outro. Okay, for the last look, I figured since I was filming the intro and outro in it, I just wanted to tell you that for the highlighter, I used the shade Eden Mess. right here. This is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this format of video, I'm thinking of maybe making one like once a month where I use really one palette and I make 3 looks out of it. I think it's going to help me like use the palettes that I have more, and it's definitely going to be something that I can more consistently film. It doesn't require too much work on my end, so I really appreciate actually filming those. And so yeah, if there's any particular palette you guys want me to use, you can definitely write that in the comment section down below. I would be very open to knowing. You can either suggest some new palettes or some palettes that you've seen that I own in my rating every single eyeshadow palette that I own. You know, you can watch that video in order to give you an idea of what I have, but you can also offer some new palette ideas. I'd be very willing. Very willing. If you guys like me, my personality, or the content I put right up on YouTube, which for the entire month of December is 3 videos a week in order of Vlogmas, and you know, generally beauty, lifestyle, student lifestyle, vlogs, skincare, fashion sometimes if you're lucky. If any of that sounds good to you, you can just subscribe. And let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all a secret. Let me tell you a secret. What's the worst thing that can happen if you subscribe? Thank you again so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.